In Gauteng, Lenasia South and Ennerdale are calm this afternoon. This follows this morning's standoff between local residents and land invaders that left 4 people injured.
Residents took to the streets at 4 a.m. this morning to protest against the mushrooming of shacks in their area. They say this is leading to increased crime and devaluation of their property. Our reporter Hasina Gori has more on the story.
The situation has calmed down here in the south of Johannesburg following a protest action this morning. We saw community members as well as the land invaders having a standoff earlier this morning in Deep South. Residents here claim that they've had enough with the illegal structures which have mushroomed in the area. So we saw residents here at Ennerdale, Lenasia South, Zakaria Park, as well as some of the other areas coming out to the streets from as early as 4 in the morning. But to speak to me more on what brought them to the streets this morning is Gugu Manana, one of the community members here. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Can you tell us what brought residents out this morning at 4 a.m.?
Okay, basically, honestly, what we came out for today, this morning, was to say we wanted to let the government know that we are tired, we are sick and tired. Actually, we are even not sick and tired, we are enough is enough. With all the shacks that is happening around, that are popping out every day, right under their nose, and they are not doing anything about it. In 2016, to tell the truth, we embarked on the same strike. Ours there was to say government, it was still starting, and we saw the government responding correctly, whereby all the shacks were removed immediately. But what is happening for the past couple of months now? Less than 6 months, over 10,000 shacks have popped out in our area, and right under their nose, and they're sitting and they're doing absolutely nothing about it. And then what we found extremely unfair, this morning we woke up, we embarked on the street to say enough is enough. But what we found unfair was the middle room that came. And then once they came, they only interviewed the invaders. And then when they interviewed the invaders, they turned the whole thing to racial issue. They pulled the racial cards to say now Indians are attacking black people. Black people are under attack, of which is incorrect. Ours is not to say we are fighting the invaders. What we're saying, why government, it is wrong. We are paying bonds. And then these people, they're taking electricity from us. Yes, we don't have a power to confront them. Government, you can see that the country or the people are struggling. They need a place to stay. What are you doing about it? Is it correct that we see shacks popping out left and right without being properly organized? Remember, we are not saying people, they don't have to have a place to stay. We are not fighting the people at all. We're not fighting them. What we're saying, what about us who are paying the bills? We've got the Mashabas and the ANC government. They're billing us for we're paying bonds. They're billing us. Why are they billing us? It went double. What are they doing with the people who are invading? Nothing. Yeah. So what we're asking to the government, 2 people, we're going to speak at the provincial level. Mashaba, stop billing us. Makura, pay our bonds, because you guys are happy in your land to have invaders. We don't have a problem. Pay our bonds so that all of us, we stay free of charge, happy South Africa. Like
we saw the protest this morning, claims by the invaders that their shacks were broke down, that some of them were shot at. That kind of action then that comes in, how do we make protest happen without it becoming violent?
Is what they're claiming there was no such thing. Let me tell you my honest, humble opinion. You see, it is their words. I'm not a police. I'm a resident. I'm not a police to be investigating. I am here on the street not to entertain who broke what. I'm here on the street to say enough is enough. Why they're coming up with the stories, we're not worried about that. If they feel that they were being treated unfairly and stuff like that, let them go and open the case. We cannot stand here, all of us, and encourage a wrong happening. I'm standing here. If I see any of us doing a wrong, we will come and say no. But at this point, we didn't see anyone doing that. You understand? Ours, the struggle. We're forgetting about those people. We are not fighting them. They must leave us alone. Our struggle, government, pay our bonds. If you are not paying our bonds, please eradicate all the shacks. They are illegal. If they must take the shacks and people, they must take the land, okay, fine, let the people take the land. Let's be 50-50, let's be fair. Makura, pay our bonds. Mashaba, stop billing us.
those are residents here in Lenasia South speaking to us on their frustrations and what brought them to the streets this morning. It is an ongoing situation, but for now, back to you in studio.